Alright folks, good morning. Actually, 2 after afternoon now. Good just afternoon. If you could believe it, there are 90 years left in the game. I ran the calculation. The big googly numbers. And at the date right now is 6:37. And it is. And the end date of the game is 7/27. We have 90 years left to go, folks. The game is coming to a very quick close. Over the weekend, we took nothing. We killed Carthage dead, and everything they own, we own. And then we had like a decade or so of endless civil war cascades with every single province being at negative loyalty and dropping. Finally got a handle on it. The worst part about the cascade is that all the wars stacking on top of each other with every single province trying to go independent is that I can't even drop my troops to start getting manpower back, rebuild stability. We got a handle on it, and then we turned east, took almost everything we wanted in Persia. We had to stop just a mile from the sea, because we have more rebellions coming in. 1 month, Casatania, 8 months, Tadla, 9 months, Oretania, and then 29 months, 50, 51, 55, 58, 59. So it's a lot more manageable now. Which means, for the 90 years we have left, my big goals are mostly accomplished in becoming the dominating power in the Mediterranean, west to east. We could certainly color in more of the blanks, reclaim some lost territories, and I do want to officially push Rome beyond the Alps. Everything in Raeta and Pannonia, I want to take away from them, so that they, I want to push them into Germania, but I don't think they want to do that on their own, and with this much time left in the game, I don't think they're going to do it. At the very least, going up the Rhenus, I think would be a good trajectory for them. But they don't want to go further into barbaric lands for whatever reason. When revolts happened and I had to let go of a couple of provinces to focus on territories I did not want to lose, they gobbled this up quickly. They wanted Raeta and Pannonia really fast, and Illyria. But there's so much easy access. Rome could become the next North Sea and Baltic Sea power. They don't have to try so hard to take things away from me. Or to take things back from me, I should say. So for right now, we have a revolt coming up, and that revolt is going to be... Tadla is the one after. The one after... Bring me to number 1. Not those ones. Those are ages from now. Beta, Aeolus, Placentia, Osirius, Cassentia. Or Cassitania. Cassitania is going to revolt, and then Tadla or Atania, so just up in the west. I'm going to set this one guy over here to handle the western rebellions. And I think that'll be a fair good start. So I should focus then on where do I want to go beyond that then. I don't imagine myself taking over the entire world by the end date. We've only got 90 years. And even if I wanted to claim Alexander's empire by picking up some key cities throughout the world. Oh, look at that. Metropolises are in green. Metropolis, Metropolis. Are there any other metropolises in the game? There's 3 in India. So, of the 5 metropolises in the world, just under half of them. Is that green or blue? Metropolis City. It just looks a bit distorted color-wise when I zoom out. Of the 5 metropolises in the world, just under half is us. That's pretty cool. Now, I've only got 4 political influence, so I can't claim everything there is to claim. But a few of these guys are in... This is not a defensive league. A few of these guys are in defensive leagues together. So we do have the ability to take a few big things at once. I think exiling Rome might be the first major thing I do, and then the rest will be coloring the map. Every time I see Vasconia, I think of vasectomy. For whatever reason. I also feel like I might want to push towards Britannia. Towards Brittany. And Redonia. They have one city up there. Tregortium. And a few cities throughout. It's a very unpopulated area. But I think it'd be fun becoming a Mediterranean power that's dominating the Mediterranean and then pushing forward out to the sea. So if we get like... I think Transalpine Gaul, Aquitania, Amorica, maybe Celtica, maybe not, would be a good natural progression. Just carving out this way beyond the mountain. But of course I haven't got Casus Belli that way. We could do Imperial Challenge. Avarinia is big enough that we could Imperial Challenge them. They count as a major power. Vasconia is only regional. I didn't think they were that big. Who are they allied with? They're allied with Kalitia, which is all the way up there. The Leocasia. I don't see them. Oh, one tiny city. So Kalitia, the Leocasia, and Caternia, which is another small city. 1, 2, 3. So if we had Casus Belli, we could just storm through here and take everything they got. They have a few forts. Level 1, level 2, level 3 fortification. So if we had a Casus Belli on them, that can give us something. How have we got Casus Belli on? Kazakhstonian revolts. Sirmium. Stuff to take back. Persian revolt we have a claim on. We have a claim on the Persian revolts. That's right, because we have a claim on Apamene, and they used to hold part of Apamene. So we could clear up stuff in the revolt lands by warring for Apamene and then taking the other places too. So we could clean up shop. I think that is a mighty fine idea, maybe. How long until I could... 637, that's this year. October 2. Greece is not until Christmas. Next year for Macedonia. Italia coming up. Asia next month. Cilicia next month. Lower Egypt, Halloween. Okay. So, let's hold off for now on making any big moves. Low army maintenance. I'm doing it to keep the people happy. Baetica. It's dropping so fast. Governor corruption at least isn't a problem. Oh well. Casus Belli on us. Bold. What else we have on? Persia Revolt. Diarcia is one that we lost. Emporia. That's our little buddy. We could absorb them when the time comes. Egypt we still have a claim on. Cassitania is revolting against us. Gymnasia we can do. Lingonia. Lingonia we got with Rome, and we also got one on Rome also. Macedon we still have. Thrace we have. Hesychos is right down there. They're at war with their own revolt. And Kos. So we don't have too many Casus Belli. We'll make use of the ones we have when we get to them. We got no choice, we haven't got the political influence to fabricate anymore. Any interesting new missions with our expansions out? Nah, Death to Tyrants, Stabilize Grow Italia could be interesting. Should I try it? Stabilize Grow Italia? Governorship under our control, but so far from the culture and traditions of our capital, develop the region, encourage migration of loyal citizens of our own culture into the region, create a core of loyal subjects. Maybe a certain mission rewards will give us some global modifiers to provincial revolt or provincial loyalty. Increase food supply, develop local mining and prospects for new deposits, develop maritime trade. Okay, let's start it. I don't see anything bypass, at least. Sakeliot settlement, we need a library and a fort in Rome. I guess we could build a library and a fort. They're happy here. What would I delete to give them a library, though? They've already got plenty of provincial loyalty popping in. And since every place is a grand theater and a great temple, one court of law isn't going to change things too much. Citizens aren't very happy. Citizen pops in Rome who are below 50% happiness, contributing to unrest with plus 0.51. Local tax and civilization level. Okay, destroy the court of law for one. To start us off with, they want a fort and a library. And that'll finish off that mission when it's complete. Migration attraction, pop conversion assimilation. Fruits of Picenum. Farming settlements and all settlements producing food. Good. Local food modifier up. Gets those. Or unlocks those. Mines of Dodecapolis. Has mines in all possible settlements. Just click to complete. Breads and Circus. Picenum, province food greater or equal than 600. Lose 600 food. National Freeman happiness. Up plus 12% for 10 years. 10 of our remaining 90 years. The following task will be disabled by completing this task, Granary of Italia. Are these either ors then? Look at that. One breaks to rubble when I do the other. So the reward for this one, money, Ancon's capital Picenum, has city status and 2 granary buildings. Ancon gets food capacity. Or National Freeman happiness plus 12% for 10 years. I'm surprised that these are mutually exclusive. Growth of agricultural markets at Picenum quickly earned itself the nickname Granary of Italia. Ideal spot for a state food depot, where armies can restock before going on long campaigns. Rich harvest created a food surplus, larger than what our food storage can handle. Golden opportunity to do something for the people of the Hellenic League, distribute the produce among those that need it the most. Okay. And then Siceliot settlement when Rome gets built up. This is also mutually exclusive. Merchant of Rome. City status. Rome has greater or equal to 2 library buildings. Rome gains commercial hub for 10 years. Tax, provincial loyalty, and pop assimilation speed. We've got plenty of that going now in Rome already. Further help development of the city. Home to a number of wealthy merchants. It is the view of the council that this is the group we should further strengthen in order for the city to grow to its full potential as a central power of the region or regimental city, training camp, and marketplace. So if I gotta build an extra building anyway, training camp or a library, I guess we'll do Merchant of Rome. Local manpower, we got so much as it is. Still gets the .10 territory, provincial loyalty. Mines of Dodecapolis. So, to finish the mission, we just need growth of Rome. We won't necessarily need prospecting in Dodecapolis, but we could do it. Finds metals or minerals in Dodecapolis, you'll be able to change the trade good produced here. Cool. What do they need? Mines in all possible settlements? 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. They produce iron here. Let's give them a mine. -5 slaves for surplus. Civilization level up. Less migration speed. Goods produced, civilization value. They said all possible settlements, yeah? So this arc here, 1, 2, 3. Where they produce base metals. They've already got a port. Not anymore. They produce marble here. And Merlot already has a mine. So I have to build 1, 2, 3, and then that makes 4. Alright. Doing good on these missions. Let's do breads and circuses. Because I do want that 12% national freeman happiness for 10 years. Then growth of Rome. Rome needs a court of law that I just destroyed and a granary. We could destroy the tax office for the sake of mission. Now hold on. Hold on. Mission. It doesn't need a fort. Was I building that for Granary of? Growth of Rome only needs aqueduct, court of law, and granary. So I do not, in fact, need a fortress. Do I even need the extra library? I don't. So court of law and granary is all we need for that. Extra building slot. Court of law, then granary. And that'll complete the mission. But first I want to get through Mines of Dodecapolis. Slave output, slave output, slave output. 3 slaves that appear in places. And then a chance to change a trade good if you find something valuable. These guys love me now, right? Yeah, they're at max and they keep gaining max. After too many revolts... Dodecapolis next door. After too many revolts and putting some infrastructure in. Seleucus starving because we have a guy sitting there. Automatic trade. Bring in some grain. We got so much grain. No surplus yet, really? Wow, these guys eat a ton. You're telling me all this I'm feeding them. Minus 25.25 food income. Okay. Keep on feeding him. That's all they're... Alright. I don't want my folks to starve, so... This is the province of Syracusae. Yeah? We got guys producing papyrus, glass. They got some grain production here. Give them a farming settlement. A farming settlement. Already got a farming settlement. Horses. Do dates count as food? Freeman happiness and commercial income. How about we move these guys then? Up here. Maybe not having 24,500 extra troops hanging around. Maybe not having that will keep them from starving. No risk of civil war. 23 October. Okay, so who is waiting to be raised? We could raise Magna Greca. Assyria is too disloyal. I'm fine with that. He could stay disloyal. If I'm not going to use his pops anyway. So with the exception of that, everybody could be raised. Which means we can go on the offensive again. Seven months, 8 months. So, increasing the national freeman happiness by a little bit did, in fact, drop a couple more of the potential upcoming revolts. Getting good at this. So, we'll start with our northern frontier. What I'll do is kick Rome over the Alps and out of Pannonia, Illyria, so they remain a Central European power. We're going to keep Rome in exile. I don't want to destroy them because I don't really care about going into Central Europe right now. The end date of the game is the point in history where the Roman Republic officially becomes the Roman Empire. It is a game whose timeline primarily centers around the rise of Rome. So we could imagine that any bit of land I don't conquer is going to continue historically after the time span of the game. When the game over, here's your final score window comes up. So we'll start our conquests on two fronts. We'll have our little mercenaries here, handling the revolts that'll pop up in the west. And then we'll have our Western Mediterranean, Central Mediterranean levies attack Rome and the little feudatory here to take the land we want. And then we'll turn eastwards and reclaim some land that we lost, trying to manage the impossible revolts we were getting after we gobbled too much of Carthage at once. And while that is going on, we'll have our Eastern Mediterranean levies devote their efforts towards filling in the blanks left behind by the Persian revolt. Coele Syria has a bit of land throughout there. We don't have Cassaspelli. We do have Cassaspelli on Macedonia. And they're in a defensive league together. They're in a defensive league together. Macedonia is basically just this tiny bit and these bits here. So we have an interest in clearing that up. The trouble is, they're also allied. They're allied to both the Persian Empire and the Persian Revolt. And Thrace. Do we still have access? We do. But the Persian Revolt doesn't have an alliance with the... Oh, Persian Revolt also has an alliance with Thrace. Why? Why you gotta do me like that? But Thrace hasn't been pulled into their wars. That's okay. That's alright. Because the war goal we have here is for Ionia. So, even though we could eventually take a bit of Cara Superioris territory too, and their territory out here, all we really have to do for now is drop a bunch of guys here to take their Ionia territory, and that'll give us ticking war score and an out if Thrace decides to turn their attention our way. And so we gobble up stuff at the Persian revolt, and maybe bits of Macedon here, and Ionia. The primary goal will be this triangle, this rhombus, this rhombus. This rhombus will be the primary thing, and that'll be the out. So, should Macedon help up here or down here? I think Macedon best be used, helping out on the eastern front. Rome smartly put a network of forts in the Alps and a bit on their Pannonian border and in Illyria. So Rome is going to be a kind of prolonged thing where you're not just going to sweep in, kick their army's asses here, and rush out. So maybe it will start with the goal to take their feudatory and whatever bonus we can. And then we'll wait 5 years or so, do other stuff, and then kick them out of the Alps with the next one. I could live with that. Prisoners abroad. I do so hate prisoners abroad, because the only reason there's a prisoner abroad is because that is an enemy that was captured, whose state was annexed by us. That is an enemy combatant. That shouldn't be dropping me prisoners. Prisoner in foreign land drops it by 0.02. So that doesn't help the 0.28 that I'm suffering. North Phoenicia is suffering low food. They're ticking upwards, but their food is dropping in a big way. There. Local food +5. And we'll see what else we got. They can't eat cloth, they can't eat earthwares or wood. They could eat fish. They've already got a farming settlement for the fish. Spices, cloth and wood. Minus 2.4. If I unpause for a bit. We're at plus 17 now. Plus 17.404. So that's good, yeah? That means they're getting a bit of surplus. Wild game. Vegetables as food. With them a farming settlement. Dates. So, They are suffering by us not having... Does wild game count as food? It says tribes unhappiness and archer discipline. Livestock is food. Honey also counts as food. Grain. So we're missing a few important food producers for the province here. Oh well. For now, let's focus on what we can change. 101,000 troops to take out 19,000 Romans here. $123,000 to do the job. I don't know how confident Rome is, but they can't be more confident than me. Where's our big boats? Let's pick up some Greek folk here. And then bring them down. We'll drop them here first. Bring our Macedonian troops down to here for the boat pickup to hop over. We could just let our Asian and Thracian troops hold things off over here. $20K, 5K. 5K is nothing. You're helping out. And then let's see. Lower Egypt ends over here. Another 32,000. Persian revolt. Could we threaten war for territory with you? Threaten war. Hold on, I saw it. They imagine themselves to have more strength than they actually do. Province value -1, base 120. Fine, whatever. Egypt, how about you? Allow me to take Halicarnossos. Korea Inferioris. Egypt has land in Korea Inferioris? Do they? There's Macedon. Macedon. Hey, Sporades is separate. They have a casus belli on us, too. Know what I could do? I could set an insult. Because them casus belli on us for 5 years. Casus belli on us. That's to draw them to attack us. But it's not a free casus belli for us. Lika. Okay, 50,000 Greeks go in. 24,000 Mercs go to Spain. Hey, squeaky boy. Thanks. These guys are not too... They're not at 200 yet. We could increase into the 115. I don't think it's been the 10 years for integration yet, but it might be. It's been a while. So who to declare war on first? Macedon or the Persian Revolt? Macedon has an alliance with Persian Revolt, Persia, and Thrace. Persian Revolt, Macedon, and Thrace. So we get a war with Macedon and Thrace either way. But if I declare war on Macedon, there's a chance of pulling the Persian Empire in too. Persian Revolt, we have a casus belli on Apamene. So let's do this the other way then. Apamene is here. We take this bit first. This triangle of land here. And then we get our ticking war score. As we claim the rest of the Persian Revolt here. They got grain. We could take more grain there. They got forts. They got no forts. They are bereft of forts in the area. I hate to draw these guys pops already, but 2,000 is all I need, just to sit there and claim it. $13,000, 10,000, just in case they start pulling the big guns in. Oh. Can't move without boats! All the more reason to take more Macedonia here. Okay, well these guys march. Just wait to get them on position. Artemis Temple attracts travelers. 5 stability for 1 year of local population and happiness. I could live with local in Ephesus. Lower stability for gold. Gain manpower for tyranny. Give me that fat stability. I'm losing so much. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Six months, Tadla, Oretania. 2 years. So cool, a deluge of revolts became 6 revolts, became only 4 with 1 active. And how's our mission here going? The mines are still building. Disregard the giant sea of red in our provinces. Look, there's a 0.01 in the green. It's okay, they'll get better. Great Wonder, what do you provide? Omen Power 20. I could destroy the Great Wonder too. Acropolis. Navy attrition, blockade efficiently, ship repair at speed. I haven't been paying attention to the stuff we have here. Honored Admirals. Artemis Temple. Stability change plus 0.08. And tech investment. Palace of Argiads. Tribute income, Senate opinion, loyalty of subjects. Zeus Temple. Integration speed, improved opinion maximum. Giza Pyramid Complex we have. Tribute, subject, loyalty. Gardens of Babylon. Statesmanship and civic tech investment. Cool. More Olympic Games held. And I think this is an alright spot to begin our wars. First, we'll start with the East. Persian Revolt. Drawing Macedon, hopefully. Thrace, hopefully not. Take up Amene. We will call Thrace and Macedon. Oh well, we have our home defense, guys. Maybe we'll keep this group here to play whack-a-mole. Thrace will want to come down the mountains. So let's send this guy up here, actually. Let's do it. Take up Amini. Let's just turn these off. Show in pop-up window off. Because there could be a lot of these. Alright. Send our guys in to instantly start sieging land away. Is that the only fort in this bit? Only fort there. In Ionia, at least. "68 boats coming in. Against 213. Let's get fleet maintenance up a little bit. Army maintenance. I'm torn. If army maintenance is down, less people want to revolt. Because that's integrated culture happiness plus 5. Increased pay. Tadla Oritana. It's okay. It'll be a while till everyone else starts revolting. Sakeliotes, 27%. They'll be alright. Angry Macedonian boats. Units exiled. "4,000 revolting Persian revolters." If I can, I should intercept those boats. But at their trajectory, they're probably gonna bypass me easy enough. We lost 2 import routes. What do we lack now? Glass for a civilization level. Just do it internally. There's lots of things for local this and that happiness. Not so much for global happiness. So the ones for like local noble happiness don't care too much about. National noble happiness. National tribesman happiness. Do we have any woad to give? Because I don't mind tribesmen being happier. Wood, 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 woad. They're too disloyal to import from them. Man! So no woad yet. Who's too disloyal? Dueria. If they're too disloyal, I can't build on them either. Seven, but it's increasing slowly. Weary of war, we got money. Levy of Persis gains low morale. I think I'm okay with that. We're not relying on Persis so much. $2,000 troops. No fort in the area. Let's pinch those Macedonians in. And that boat's getting away. What do they want to do? Pick up guys over here? Chase them down. Chase down those boats. We got no Thracians coming in yet. We're the only war they're involved in. I should take those soldiers out first. 20,000 Thracians. They are coming down for the boat. Get 'em! Get 'em! 50,000 Greeks. Against 20,000 Thracians. Minimum. They probably have more coming in. They probably want these boats to pick them up to bring them to a better front line. They got 10 and 10 going over here. Pulling into port the cowards. Would you believe that the etymology of cowards has nothing to do with cowherds? Looks like we're getting everything we want here so far. Also, so 29, 29. So, what else do I want? Legion maintenance. We do have money and manpower. We could start doing actual legions. Let's drop forts to... well, it's only minus 2 difference. 32 to 30. Do I drop my armies? Do I drop my boats? Do I raise my taxes? Population happiness. It's a time of war. Do I? Plus 24. And then more... oh. Tadla or Atania when you all ready. War chest exists for a reason, right? Keep those taxes down. Keep those rebellions at bay. At least for now. Let's keep them ticking upwards. Excuse me. This war is gonna go by so much quicker than I imagined. Tadla, War of Independence. These guys I forgot to drop off actually, but that's alright. Because these wars for independence are gonna go by so quick. Put them up in the fort first, then down here, and then it's done. Olympic Games won by the Persian Revolt. You see this every time we host the Olympic Games. The winner ends up being someone that we're actively at war with. Which is fine. That's how we show off our magnanimity. Even if the game doesn't recognize it, this is us gaining a bit of legitimacy for ourselves. We're not so much of a tyrannical despot that we don't allow our enemies to win these wars or these games. 28 of 31. How am I dropping more and more? Because I keep turning off the messages to remind me when I lose trade routes. Because I give too many messages of it. Disloyal, disloyal, Boeotia, Attica. Who else of ours is iron? Sardinia should be friendly. Heavy infantry discipline. Steppe horses we gave up on. Citizen output. Freeman output. Civilization level. Okay. People like civilization level, right? It makes them happier. Proper fort over there, and this over here. Alright. I think we're good to go on taking over things this ways. For the most part, we got the things we want. Mauritania. So just west, west, west. It's all right. And look at how tiny that is. Look at how tiny that is. Because that's the only civilized part of that province. So we could actually raise 6,000 guys here. It'll take a while, but that'll be enough. Mauritania's only got 1 fort, it looks like. 2,000 is gonna be nowhere near enough. How about 9,000? Philosophos. How's our families looking? Agathoclida now is the only one that doesn't have enough family members and jobs. 75 years old, 8 zeal, 47 statesmanship. Agads don't exist. They're an outside infestation. Deeded, 5 and 20 at 23 years old. 5 and 19 at 24 years old. Let's give it to the old guy. 0.04 legitimacy. We're so close to getting positive ticking legitimacy. Lack political influence. Lack political influence to get legions unlocked, even with the law. Cultural dissemination. Maybe I should swap to religious conversion, since we're doing pretty damn good on converting everyone to Siceliotes. Etruscans and Romans are starting to get eaten out now. Lepontics hardly exist. But if I want to make more headway in especially the Carthaginian conquested areas and the Persian conquested areas, we're going to have to convert all the Chaldeans, the Canaanites, a few of the Iberic peoples. Oh, look, there's little tiny pockets of Buddhism. But is anybody actually Buddhist as a state leader? Hindu. 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 Bon. Bon. Hindu. Hindu. I guess Buddhism isn't making the headways. Isn't making any headway in this history. Ritualistic, ritualistic. Heptatic. Armenia is Zoroastrian, Albania. Armazic. Moxians. Rome is still Hellenic. They try to do their best in barbaric lands. They've spread the state religion to the Druidic peoples. But for the most part, they're still barbarians. Pannonian peoples, Gallic peoples. Okay. We have people in position. Do I do the foolish thing and include another war now against the Romans? I want to kick them out. The war will be against Lingonia, so we can complete more of the coast here. They're at war with Nemetia. Rome is at war with Nemetia. Nemetia? They're finally pushing more into Central Europe. It took them long enough. But that means they're busy. They're going to be too busy to react. Have they got forts? They got 2 forts, the assholes. Who does that even? Okay, we'll split you in... Have you got cities? It's all cities. It's all cities. Box them in. Didn't kill all of them there, though. Governor of Cisalpine Gaul has died. At least it'll be easy to find. Start with 0 corruption. 8 finesse, 0 corruption, 51 loyalty is pretty nice. I got Thoclead. 0 corruption, Philoxenos. Philoxenos has finally lost his corruption. Do not disappoint me, son. Oh, he's got little babies. Little infant stillborn. And the time that I removed him from office to lower his corruption, he's been busy making future heirs. Little stillborn, little Antenor, and little baby Athenaeus. He's become good-natured. He was too corrupt when I made him a governor in Spain. He drifted up to like 4 corruption. In the time that I have stripped him of his government office, he spent more time with lovely Mania to produce a bunch of children. He became more good-natured. He became silver-tongued. That's probably why he produced 3 kids in quick succession. And how's our wars here going? I gotta check back periodically. Wait for them to lock in. They're gonna walk to Syracusae there. They are locked in. Intercept! We got the war score we like. We got the territories we want. The race is coming down from the top here. 30,000 at the border. 1 going up. 1 going west. 1 trying to scoop on down. Further 8,000 coming in. Governor of Italia, Thoas Dinocletide, was murdered. What's going on? You guys chill, relax. Zenid. I'd prefer somebody with decent martial because Italia is my left-hand state where it comes to levies. There's Magna Greca, there's Italia, then there's everybody else. So 7 and 9 is pretty decent. No corruption, good loyalty. You better keep it that way, buddy. None shall hide. Give me more money. Popularity. We are running a pretty big deficit now, so... the more money I can manage, the better. Battle of Selge. Oh, that's hardly anything. That's fine, though. And a whole bunch of other little people. Macedon's got feudatories, don't they? They don't anymore, it looks like. They have their defensive league with Coeli Syria. So if I attack Thrace the next time, Persia isn't involved in this war because they're not allied to the person I'm going against. We're going against the Persia Revolt specifically, directly. 2,000 sneaking in. So if I were to attack for Ionia next time, like what the plan would have been before I saw they were allied to both the Persia Revolt and Persia, and Thrace. War for Ionia. Take this triangle of Coele, Syria. Take Ionia, and then run. And ideally, I finish this war with all the Persian revolt here, the Persian revolt here, and Macedonia's holdings over here taken away. Fair and doable, I think. Only a maybe. Terrain to their benefit. We got the stronger and higher morale army, though. Italia help out just in case. We got double the numbers, but it doesn't help. It doesn't hurt to be cautious. Alright, now let's start roaming throughout the Alps. We'll wander into Bergen. What casus belli do we have on Rome for? Because we do have one on Rome, don't we? I thought we did, but it looks like we don't. Unless the flag is hiding behind somebody else's flag. Rome, casus belli from... Yeah, casus belli from us. It'd be nice if it said what it's on, though. So I could adjust where I would like my conquests to be. But we have our client state here that's doing some sieging down there. We could have them either absorb territory into themselves or siege things for us. And they're already at 200, so we could integrate them. We can give lots of stuff to them and then integrate them. Speaking of which, how's Emporia? 195. Start the integration. So, let's move use folks. We'll start with the westward push. We'll send Cisalpine Gaul up here. And Italia up here. That'll take the west, it'll take the center. And there's a few nasty forts I gotta worry about. So, with the Western wars looking good, how are we down here? Chase these guys away. Thracian army still licking their wounds. 25 against 19. Does not look good for us. Commander only has 1, they have 8, terrain to their benefit. This is the Thracian army, right? Macedonian army, I mean. Dinocratide. He's only got 1 and 3 finesse anyway. No corruption, good loyalty. But who else could we put here? With no corruption. Agads, I'm going to ignore. Agads don't exist. Agads don't exist. Agads don't exist. Agads don't exist. Get the fuck out of here. Heraclete, 5 and 5 and 5 corruption. 5 corruption. Anybody in prison that I could release? Marduk belongs to the Persian Empire, belongs to Macedon. And that's not mercenaries. Paxis, the Stratos of Thrace. We could sit down, have them come to ooh. River crossing and hills to our benefit. What if we momentarily swap out governors? For someone who is possibly more corrupt, sure, true, but really who isn't these days? Just to get a bit more martial. If there was a way to lower his corruptions, I would. A chance increase corruption and power base, loses loyalty, gains tyranny. Could I give him online classes? Impose sanction for 1 tyranny. He'll lose 7 corruption and 20 loyalty. If I give him free hands, he gets ticking monthly corruption. If I bribe him, he gains 1 corruption. No. We gain corruption, he gains 5. But sanctions would remove it then. So maybe I bribe him now. And then impose sanctions. Give free hands is 20 loyalty. If I take it away, it loses 15, so it'll be an increase of 5. If I impose sanctions, 20 loyalty. So if he functionally gets a +5 increase of loyalty, it'll be at 33. It'll be at 53, minus 20 to 33, which will still be below loyalty. Let's bribe him. Bribe him, increases his corruption, impose sanctions, minus 12 corruption, and he's still loyal. There you go. We can play the political game. And now we got favorable terrain, we got river crossing, and the commander gap isn't too bad now. This is a lot more troops than I need, let's be honest. Siege of Miletos captured. And how we doing up here? 14, 18 in the negative. Chasing some dudes around. Battle Triglios. Complete. $4,000 Thracians. Probably with more guys coming in after. Okay. But our conquests here are still doing alright. Nobody's chased them off yet. Sieges, minus 21. Minus 21? How big is their fort? Just fort level 1. They got a few too many guys around here. 8,000? They hired mercenaries, didn't they? They did. That's okay. That's what our own mercenaries are for. Once this clears, then I'll see about... This has no fort on it. Then I'll see about just capitulating this war and taking this stuff away. Siege 1. Take it down. Where are you going? They're trying to run. $46,000 Greeks. What do you say about that? Sacking of Spina? None shall hide. Give me that extra cash because I am bleeding right now. More guys coming down the Bergen. Okay, let's see if I could take all I want from here. Persian War. Sue for peace. Gimme, 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 gimme. It's all gimmies. Ionia we're gonna leave behind. Because that's gonna be my excuse to take these 3. And then once I'm done with them, sure, I don't care about Macedon, take Ionia too. So this is fine. This I like. Now I'll bring these guys on over to push the Romans out from the Eastern Front. And even though it's only been an hour and a half, I'm a little bit ill today. Hence a bit more water intake, hence maybe not sounding as 100% as usual. So I'm going to grab an early BRB. And then, when we finish up with this, when I come back, we'll finish up our revolts in the west. Hopefully, push Rome out of the Alps and back into Central Europe. And then play some fill in the gaps. Alright, let's hop back into it. Rome is trying to push back on this offensive, but we have them surrounded. There is no way for them to advance the way they want. Our guys here are making good efforts. Need at least 10 war score. Only have 6. Alright, let's keep the party rolling then. We got guys in exiles. I forgot to ask for that bit. Ah, I could have asked for it. And then that would have gotten us another bit of grain land. Is there a city along the route? There is over here. Hopefully they won't mind the stress of feeding my armies. We'll move over here. Will these guys give us military access? They're already giving military access, so we can march these guys on up this way. Which would make it much, much easier. Oh, right, those guys are technically set in foreign land. That's far enough. And they should be able to fit everybody on. Sacking of Ferraria is finally done. No one is gonna hide from us. Now let's go hunt some Romans. Siege going well here. Siege is going. Do they not have any forts here? They gotta have forts. Everyone's got a fort. Yeah, no. They don't. Wait, so could I just finish this one then? If they're relying on an outsider's fort to keep their land safe. Oh. Are they allied to... They're allied to their neighbor. That's why it still counts. Well, then I could take them both. They actually have an external alliance. That's pretty funny. I hadn't expected that. Okay, everyone's where we want them to move. Now that these guys are all on board, let's bring them up. They think they're being so smart going on the offensive. Siege complete. What other sieges are around here? other forts to take. We'll complete the west first. Then when the rest of our guys get here, we'll do an eastern offensive. Victorious, they tried to undo our siege. Fools as they are. Siege of Trife, which means this one is complete. Sue for peace. Click the button. Since it doesn't default to clicking the button when it's someone else's war for independence. We'll march up here to help out. Venomous Tongue. Armantas is Governor Italia. Weasel-like man, stirring up people's governance, hoping to challenge our rule. Don't move against him, he gains 10 corruption. Debt paid in blood, imprison him. How am I supposed to allow my governors to gain corruption? That doesn't make sense. Zenid, Agad, Dinocratide. So 7 and 9 is good. He just got ahead of himself there. Let's release him. Because otherwise he's tolerant, cold, and honest. Nothing that really helps his governing. And put him back into place. And we keep losing import routes. My important import routes. Commerce income. Noble output and happiness. Tyranny is already down to 0 almost. National noble happiness. Maybe national noble happiness will keep these rebellion risks away. 8 months and 40. Now while we're here, there's a whole lot of forts that I don't need now. We don't need these. I think it's safe to say that if Persia were to attack, they would go for the cities. But if Persia were to attack, or we were to attack Persia, we'd be here. So our back bits should be alright. Egypt, I think it's safe to say we're fairly safe from them. But these provinces are just little enough that they won't allow me to take their forts away. Attack from Syracusae, I think we're pretty safe from. We'll downgrade that fort. Downgrade this one. Because there's no way Egypt gets up here without us kicking their ass. All these can go. Provinces are disloyal, but they're slowly increasing. So eventually I'll be able to break those. Slow increase. Since I own these now, could I break them? No. That I own or are subject. It's blue to say it's on my side. But it's not mine to break. Syracusae. I think I can go ahead and drop my fortress here, at least a couple of levels. I can't imagine anybody attacking Syracusae now. Lose a civilization level. Local tax, civilization level. What did it produce here? Wine. Forum, civilization level, freeman happiness. The only ones unhappy are slaves right now. Citizen happiness, citizen civilization level. Civilization level. State, same religion happiness. Now is that pop conversion speed for here or global? Is the state, same religion happiness here or global? Libraries help with pop conversion speed. Citizens are super happy. Tax income is 0, local taxes. We could increase the tax income then, yeah? Tax income 0 to 0, 0. Local tax 10%. Maybe it'll help out. We have plenty of nobles, plenty of citizens. Food income is 9.7. Food capacity is max, so not worried about that. Okay, let's build an academy. A great temple. Grand theater. No, what a court of law. That'll increase citizen happiness and citizen desired ratio too, so it's not all just nobles roaming around. Civilization level plus 5%. I'll take it. Lost an import in the capital. Wait for a bit to tick so I could see what bonuses I might have lost. Iron. Always with the iron. Where are they trying to run to? Siege 1, Lessos. So we could finally bring this to an end. Just gotta get Suber. that we could reinforce down here. Alpes Superior. Killed all 8,500 of their troops. No party like a full party wipe. Not the Nauticon. Our victorious troops. One more bit, then it's finished. More slaves earned. Oritania, we're not finished with you yet. Click it. The rest of the sword. And hey, mission complete. Mines of Dodecapolis. Expanding the workforce. What of the following must be true? Dodecapolis produces or imports wood, produces or import olives. Perosia has city status. Oh, that's why I won the library and the marketplace. For Sekeliot settlement. Or the library and the fort. Fort and library. Could I complete you? That's 9 of 9. Great. If I were to elevate them to a metropolis, we would need 100. We need more population for one. Okay, so what do we need for Sekeliot settlement? Library and a fort. And their marketplace. Fort. Do they need the academy? They need a second library. There's nothing about academy though. So let's destroy the academy for now. And build their first library. What? Oh. I'm going to get this guy, thank you very much. Slaughtering Romans, off we go. Nemetia wants free access. I don't think they're going to be getting through us anyway. We'll be nice and say, yeah, sure. No risk civil war. 8 months and 38 months. They collapsed. Baetica Hospitales revolt. Oh, I'm still on BRB. I pressed the speaky button, but not the take away the blue filter button. Oh well. Look, like I said, I'm feeling a bit ill, okay? I got the excuse. What's yours? Two forts. Bring run there. I meant to push the beauty button, but sometimes when you push the button, it doesn't go all the way. Sorry about that. Just got chat sick. Where are these guys going? They're only mercs. If I had more money, I would take them. $7% in the positive? They think they're doing so well. 28%. And then our guys are going to come in. These boats are way too big for 50 boats. So we'll just bring these guys off this way. Siege complete. We could take this province, and this... That one too? No. Oh, evidently this one too. Rheita extends a finger out that way. I don't so much care about the opposite side of the mountain. I'm fine just taking the highlands here as our northern border. Because mostly I just want to kick them out. If they have a little bit of Rhyta, that's okay. They'll be literally living in our shadow. Plus they have no forts in there, so that'd be kicking them when they're down. There's no point doing that. They're losing already. Governor of Syria has died. Syrian armies, I don't expect to use too much. Can't run away, boats. Give them to me. Lost 6. $4,000. Yeah, very smart. Give me everyone in the boat, stupid. $42%. Oh no, they're gonna beat us out. Finally caught up with them there. And they got more forts over here. Let's get them going. $42. Are they going to finish the siege before we get there? Siege lost. They actually beat us out. Wow. They're actually doing pretty good against our mercs. That's coming as a surprise to me. No, we're beating them! We're beating them, they got reinforced. How do they have so many guys coming in here? Booty's mercenaries. Hostile mercenaries, who have we got? $528. This is costing me so much money. Defeated. Okay, bring him over. Such an easy group to kill. And my mercenaries failed in their task. You have failed me for the last time. They're 7,000 strong now. I can't cancel them yet. They got a bunch of womans over there. These ancient womans. We have a whole bunch of armies here too. So I think there's more than enough going on. Let's do some seek and destroy here. Siege complete. And these guys only have the one fort and one capital. That'll make it much easier. $29,000 to hunt these guys. 19,000. Reinforce here until more guys come over. And would you look at that, we get to get 2 pieces of land now. Thanks for going to war against us. They're helping me fill in the gaps now. After we finish with Rome, the armies here around us should be much, much smaller. So I'll only need to go full maintenance. If we know that there's anything big coming up. Siege of Iconium, that's alright, that's on the border. We'll get to it. Their armies can't touch us, so... Their armies can't touch us. So there's nothing for them to do. They're going down. I want to take these bits of land also. Siege complete. We just have to take a few of these occupied lands, a few of these forts, and everything else follows through. And with their armies spread out like this, they don't really have much of a chance to survive or make any of their time. Finished already? Really? They have no fort. They got completely zero forts. That is the easiest revolt I've seen. Really? Wow, they all be so easy. How's the unit lack access if there's... Oh, there's not enough boats. There's enough boats for some of these guys. Okay, 2 more forts to hold down here. We'll take out this stack and then go up. And that will officially kick them out of Pannonia. Whispers of the Dark. Put more faith. Ambition for the throne. Ensuring his future doing with the competition, i.e. me. Let's get more loyalty in him. Kolinos is a pretender. If he's loyal, then nothing bad will happen, yeah? Is that the capital of Rome here? Their capital of Rome is in Raeta. In Noricum, Government of Raeta. I could take their capital away. If I was so inclined. Take the big army away first. Koinos spending increasing quantities of time with her beloved heir Philoxenos. Bastard older brother is spending more time with the legitimate heir and second son. Lose money? It's Philoxenos' money. How old am I right now? 55 years old? Let's not get involved. Are they plotting together? Plotting quietly? Sponsoring games? Maybe they might want to get me killed while I'm doing all this. It could be a plot against my royal head. They're hiding some folks in the mountains there. But they can't do anything. Kyonos Agathocles, and it chose to make a preemptive move against Charicles Agathocles today, overconfident in his own abilities. Thankfully, due to exceptional martial ability, the fight went in favor of the defender. Kyonos gains wounded. Boys will be boys, won't they? And there's too much going on here now. They're bringing all their forces in. They don't want to move, we'll make a move. Get more of that sweet, sweet discipline. Good. Getting this with no fort on it. We'll get this too. They're making their moves because they want to make big plays, but they're not gonna. They think they can, but they won't. At a recent feast, our loyal subject Charicles was making merry when he fell mysteriously and suddenly ill. He might have been poisoned by those seeking to do away with the competition for the throne. Caught on our physician and the current plot to bring the holy man, gain stability. A risk Charicles dies, but I gain stability. He's healthy. He hadn't died. But where's that +3 stability I was promised? Let's try to clear that 19 stack. They want to reinforce here. Oh, look at all those. He brought even more to the party. If this guy could finish up already, so he could bring more guys to the east, that'd be nice. But he's taking his damn time. There I could finally come in here. I don't like them stacking up over there. They're bringing all their armies to the east. Greco-Iranian city. Legacy of Alexander still lingers in our nation, where many Greco-Iranian cities are struggling to find a way to deal with the culturally and religiously diverse populations. The latest of these issues has risen in Mopsuestia, where Hellenic and Persian populations refuse to interact with one another. If we choose to invest our resources of fixing the issues in Mopsuestia, perhaps it can prove to be an example for some of our other cities struggling with the same issues. 15 political influence. Persians gain Hellenistic bonds for 10 years, culture happiness. Figure it out in time, probably. Hellenistic complication for 10 years. Fine. We got the political influence right now. Siege finally complete. This lazy bones could join the fight. Come up here first. I don't trust those guys stacking on the border. For that reason. Try to get back up there. Before that fight comes to an end. Currently we got the morale advantage, but they double our numbers. It is not going to go too well for too long. Hurry it up! Hurry it up! We're so close, but so far away. Defeated! They were right there! Just for that, we should take this and a slight pause and then come back over. See how they feel without their capital. So who's next? These guys. Who have two. No, just the one fort? And who else is coming up? 18 months, 23, 31, 35, yada yada yada. Base metals of B, light infantry offense. We already have it. Didn't see the green square. Nobody wants to give me tribal happiness. Draining money fast with these wars. It's So... can't afford to get... We're gonna do this whole game with no legions, you know. Commercial income. Let's get commercial income. Took him long enough. Pause for a second. I don't want to recruit mercenary cancel. What I do want to do is take out these 28,000 guys here. Why can't these guys move? Just go on down, you can do it. Where's the one moving? You're moving, you're not moving, you're moving. They can make it to the battlefield, they're close enough. Getting close to finishing our objective here. We got so many troops. Capital punishment, no corruption. Lose discipline for the mercenaries. Send a state overseer. Mercenaries already have maximum loyalty as long as you're paying. Come on, 33, get there. They're almost in, almost in. 45. And look at them trying to throw more guys into the mix too. Everybody wants in on this. $86 against 20. They chose their battles poorly. Syracusae settlement can complete, right? Why don't you want to click? Task will be completed on 10th April 63, so 1 year from now. Okay, we'll do a siege on this, assault the siege I mean, and then go next door. And who we got here? Archaeus, researcher. He's already got 15, he's got 53 loyalty. Rival as a researcher, Zenid family. He's 73 years of age, he's just an old man. Turn the cheek. Syracusae settlement policy in Rome attracted the attention especially among the classes of soldiers in our army. Making use of the promise of free land, they have arrived in Rome seeking to make a new life for themselves and their families. Just the type of settlers we needed. We have loads of manpower. Siege complete. Send everybody in. What happened here? That's actually not complete there. Odd. Let's send you here, because that is supposed to be ours. I don't know why that little bit has been undone. Military tradition. We got Persian, we got Levantine. Persia, we could open up to light infantry, light cavalry, war elephants. Siege ability. We got Hills combat bonus, less army attrition. And then we open up to heavy infantry. Macedon won the Olympic Games this time. Emporia. Who have we got? Corrupt. Not corrupt. 6 and 10. Sabal Hanid, I'll take. Avibal. 20 corruption. We won't take just anybody. Could somebody take this little bump here? I don't know what happened with that. Oh, there it is. Okay, level 1 fort. Order the assault. We'll send everyone else this way, except for a token force to stay behind and take that. That cost me like 50,000 to undo. Alright, I forgot to move these guys. All of you actually land and do the fort thing. They took so long that this guy was gonna get there first. And now all our guys from up here have nothing to do. Let's... Access action, cancel military access. You guys want stuff to do, right? They got one fort over here that we'll drop everybody onto. They got 2 forts, actually. So we'll split them up. Almost down there. There's more manpower. I'm fine with that. We got manpower out the wazoo here. Let's go ahead and move people down, because all we need is for this to automatically produce in 100 days. I don't know why that popped out, but it's almost done. No risk civil war, 4 months. Bayidica. Been waiting on them for a bit anyway. Although, that also counts as Pannonia. So let's actually move guys up here first and get that cleared out. They really want to move, but they're not gonna get... You know what? Let me see if I could even take all the things I want with this war score, with this war objective. I want these. What? Why is it not clicking? Sue for peace. Gimme. Gimme. It doesn't want to give. Fine, whatevs. Click with these first. 50. 88. And then give me this and that. It doesn't want to click though. $88. It won't turn it green. Every time I click down there, it resets everything. 1. Andalusia. For some reason, every time I try to get Andalusia, Agatha, Andalusia,